were asking us for it.
Pizza was taking the big cities like New York and Chicago by storm. But in Memphis, it just wasn't enough. So Jerry Coletta's dad had a very big idea.
To stimulate interest in pizza, he came up with the idea of a barbecue pizza. Everybody knew what barbecue was, of course, even back in the 50s.
So you pulled them in by their home style kind of food, right?
Well, it kind of...
the barbecue they knew, bring them into the pizza place.
Sparked their interest, and they started trying pizza, and the barbecue pizza has been one of our signature items ever since.
Barbecue pizza is the best of both worlds. It's basically pizza with a twist. Plenty of down-home Memphis barbecue on top.
Elvis helped you make it famous, didn't he?
One of our most famous customers was Elvis.
Did you meet him?
Yes, I did.
For Jerry Coletta, remembering Elvis had been in the building brings back special memories. Back then, they closed down the back room and set aside one special spot for the king.
He usually sat at this table over here. Of course, he would have an entourage with him. They would take up the whole room, and we would close the doors. To get to him, you'd have to go through them. And even when he'd go to the bathroom, he'd have bodyguards beside him.
While the customers went crazy for the king, the kitchen went to work.
When Elvis came in, he would usually order the barbecue pizza. Yeah, sometimes he would order ravioli and spaghetti, but most of the time the barbecue pizza.
Jerry invited me back into the kitchen to show us how they did it for Elvis and still do it today.
Now, for the barbecue pizza, we don't use pizza sauce, we use barbecue sauce.
Is it sweeter?
It's a lot sweeter.
Tomato sauce?
It's a lot sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
The crust gets topped with a mixture of mozzarella and American cheeses, and then it's into the oven. While it bakes, we move on to the star attraction, the topping. Piles and piles of a Memphis classic, barbecued pork shoulder.
We don't want a real strong hickory flavor to it because it overpowers the pizza. And we cook it real slow, which imparts a very good flavor to the meat.
Once the pork is ready, it's time to get down to business.
All right, we got the meat in there. All we do is turn it on a couple times
That's
around.
pretty quick.
Just chop up.
That's it. Perfect.
Okay, now the meat's ready. The pizza that we put in a few minutes ago should be ready.
Nice.
First, we slice it up. Now the pork we just chopped up, we're going to put it on the top of the pizza.
Okay. Can I do this?
You can. Just swirl it around, and we top it with more barbecue sauce.
Tell me if you don't like my technique.
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's it.
Ready to eat?
It's ready to eat.
Okay. All right. Barbecue and pizza. Best of both worlds.
It is. It is.
Good stuff. Well, now I know why Elvis made the special trip. He had one bite and couldn't stop coming back.
That's
good
right.
Stuff.
To this day, people still come in for the barbecue pizza and rave about it just like Elvis. But no one says it like the king.
And when he would leave, he would say, "Thank you very much."
At Graceland, it's been a while since they've made a pizza run for Elvis. But down at Coletta's, they still have a table waiting. Just in case. Stick around, we got a whole lot more coming up, including lots of barbecue and a little bit of blues. Coming up, the music is hot, the ribs are even hotter. We'll go inside one of the best night spots in Memphis to find out their barbecue secrets. And later, hungry for barbecue? We'll show you how to get a taste of Memphis delivered straight to your home. Welcome back. Memphis is home to barbecue and great music, and here on Beale Street, you can get them both. Great barbecue and a side order of the blues. Come on in. Sunday night, Beale Street in the heart of downtown Memphis, Tennessee. The people, the music, the barbecue. It's a tradition that's as old as Beale Street itself.
Barbecue's been a part of Beale Street as long as I can remember. The history goes back with some of the first pits in this city, actually on this street. Actually, people cooking on the street any way they can, and that's what really started Beale Street, with barbecue.
There's a whole lot of music on Beale Street. This is considered the birthplace of the blues, and a lot of neon. But even in the thick of that neon haze, you can't miss the Blues City Cafe. It's a magnet that seems to just draw travelers in.
On our way to Mardi Gras, we have to stop here each time.
You can't find them in Los Angeles, so we came all the way to Memphis to try the best ribs in the world.
We just got engaged and we want to come here to celebrate and have the best ribs in the world.
In a city filled with barbecue and music, the Blue City Cafe is one of the few that puts the two together under one roof.
Blues and barbecue go hand in hand. It's really something that was just born together. The simple ingredients, the simple fun. There's nothing you want to do when you're off work than enjoy yourself. And this is a way to tie them both together.
Food-wise, ribs are the specialty of the house. The kitchen's out in the open, so you can watch how the cooks make them ahead of time. First, hickory chips are loaded into metal bins. They're soaked and placed right in the middle of an old metal smoker. The oven provides the heat. The chips provide that unmistakable hickory flavor. 8 hours worth.
We smoke them with just a dry rub massaged into the rib itself for around 8 hours over hickory wood. And I think that draws the meat up on the bones very well.
While most places get ready for a dinner rush, the kitchen crew at Blue City has to be ready for much more. The music goes all night long. And where there's music, there's bound to be lots of hungry people ready to eat.
We have to keep those smokers going generally about 16 hours a day to keep up with the demand.
Once the ribs are thoroughly smoked, they're ready for the final critical step. They're flash grilled with plenty of Blue City Cafe's secret barbecue sauce on top.
It's a family recipe that I couldn't divulge to you. It's nothing real fancy, just a few good things put together, just the right portion, just the right taste.
It's that taste people swear by, along with plenty of barbecue beans and slaw.
Barbecue's not fancy. It's not supposed to be fancy. People make it a little more than it is. Barbecue's supposed to be simple, enjoyable, and that's what I believe we've brought into Memphis right here.
Once you've had your fill of the food, it's time for the music. Or if you want, you can combine the two, like I do. Sit back, relax, and chew. A lick from the guitar and a lick of barbecue. There's nothing better.
Great barbecue, spicy and sweet, just like the blues.
Coming up, the ribs are ready. The planes are standing by. Want the taste of Memphis delivered straight to your home? Find out how when we come back.
Welcome back. So how do you get the taste of Memphis at home? Well, if you're like Jay Leno, Bill Clinton, or Nancy Sinatra, you just pick up the phone.
You keep saying you got something for me.
Sinatra and the King. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Old Blue Eyes Little Girl and Elvis. They had it all. A love for music and the King's favorite Memphis barbecue. It's become a Sinatra family tradition.
When you go to Memphis, it's like B.B. King, barbecue, and Elvis. It was the best thing I ever had. And when we got back here, we tried to find it and get it delivered. And my mom found it.
Nancy and Amanda are not alone. Home delivery of barbecue is big business. Why? Memphis is also home to the Federal Express Super Hub, and that means barbecue anytime, anywhere.
FedEx has been based in Memphis for the last 30 years, and there's nothing we love more than sending a little bit of Memphis out to people all over the world. So we're shipping out barbecue every day from all the big players and to 215 countries around the world.
Late each night, as the rest of Memphis sleeps, the giant FedEx Super Hub comes to life. Planes land and take off every few minutes.
That is one of our 630 planes. There goes the barbecue.
10 slabs of ribs, 4 bottles of barbecue sauce. So I ordered everything. Ribs, chicken, what else? Baked beans.
Corky's is just one of the Memphis barbecue joints that offers overnight delivery. They export 4 to 5